She ghosted me. A blue check. He was verified. Wow, I'm really him. I'm that guy. I put in the work to make myself this man. There's plenty of chicks out here that will appreciate that. If you can't appreciate it, baby, as great as you look, there's plenty that look better or just as good. Getting comfortable for me in the darkest times of my life, right? Getting comfortable made me feel like I wasn't good enough, right? I don't want the same thing to happen to you. You fucking feel what I'm saying, nigga? They're gonna text me like, God, I'm so fucking proud of you. Of course you are! Motherfuckers shitted on me, they didn't believe I could do it. I need you to understand that. I need you to understand I'm locked in right now. I committed to the fucking work, and that is why all of these chicks have spent the block. YouTube, what's good? It's your boy Crowd. Welcome back to another vid. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure to follow me on all platforms at I Am Crowd. Today we got a great one! Yeah! Y'all fucking asked, so I'ma fucking deliver. Today's topic, her loss, right? Let's keep it a bean, right? We want to check every single C. Cut charisma, church, character, clout, cash for ourselves. Yes, we want to retire our parents. We want to drive the Lamborghini yours. We want to make $100K a month. We want to live a fulfilled life and provide a lifestyle for our future kids. Yes, yes, yes. But let's keep it a bean. We do it for the chicks. Period. We do. Women are a man's biggest motivator and a man's biggest detriment. And what I'm trying to tell you is that heartbreak and getting that motherfucker shattered in half is the starting point to every man's success. And I've had mine shattered to pieces a few fucking times. We love women. For all the women that watch my channel, we love you. But at the same time, there is nothing, and I mean nothing in the motherfucking world that will fuel a man to getting his heart broken by a chick. Outside of losing my job, fellas, I can honestly say, outside of losing my job, y'all know jobs that put me in the darkest times of my life. Outside of losing my job, when I think about the darkest times of my fucking life, it wasn't fucking dealing with surgeries. It wasn't fucking my failure with music. It wasn't fucking failure with e-commerce, right? It wasn't fucking not knowing how I was gonna pay rent. It wasn't none of those things. It was chicks. And most of the time for me, fellas, it was women making me feel like I wasn't good enough, right? I was dating a chick. I took her on a fucking date. Had a hat on at the date. You guys know when I was a 99% dweeb, I was bald, I didn't have hair. I was insecure in my hair, so I would wear hats everywhere the fuck I would go. But I still wanted to date because I was a dweeb. I wasn't prioritizing the right things. Why the fuck were you trying to date, you 99% dweeb, when you weren't the man you want to be? But I digress. That was my mindset back then. It's not now. But I took a chick on a date with a hat on. The date went very well. A few days later, she FaceTimed me. I didn't have the hat on. I took it off. Conversation got awkward. We hung up. I didn't hear from her. She ghosted me. I recall another chick, right? Did everything right, texting her paragraphs, staying on the phone with her every fucking night, went to the mall, got her something, took her fucking grocery shopping. Next thing I know, she stops replying to my texts. I text her like, what's going on? No reply. Next day I text her, what's going on? No reply. The third day I text her, if you don't reply, I'm pulling up, because I was concerned. I thought something had happened to her. Little did I know she had left me for another nigga, but not just any nigga, a blue check. He was verified, right? He was that guy. I wasn't. I was a 99% dweeb nice guy. She left. I had another chick, right? She was dating an individual that was way more well off than me before she dated me. So when she got into a relationship with me, she was accustomed to a certain lifestyle that I couldn't provide. So everything that I did from a financial standpoint, she didn't like. It wasn't to her standard. You know how the fuck that made me feel? Huh? Is you fucking listening to me? As a man, you don't have no competitive spirit? Like, no, that person was getting you this and I can't. And now you acting this way, now you gonna treat me this way, now you gonna leave, now you gonna dog me to your friends in the fucking group chat. You know what that fucking does to your fucking spirit as a man? Well, I'm about to tell you what the fuck it did to me, right? And how I used all that pain as fuel and turned all the pain into power, and how I always got my lick back. Because despite every single L that these women put me through, one thing I had to understand, the number one components, pay attention. Success is the only revenge, right? So I'm about to break down how I got my lick back and how every single one of these chicks spin the block. So without further ado, I'm not gonna waste any time. That was a lengthy introduction, but now I'm in my bag. Let's get right into it. The first thing I had to do, fellas, was understand female psych, right? I had to understand chicks, right? Like, yeah, I was a 99% dweeb from a physical, financial, mental, emotional standpoint, but I still had to understand women. So when I became this 1% man, I wasn't a rich motherfucker that was jacked, but didn't know how to deal with chicks. Because that's a lot of you guys. You guys say, oh, I'm going gold, so I'm focusing on myself, but then you focus on yourself and you become this 1% man, but you don't know shit about women. Don't let it be you. I didn't let it be me. Here's how. The first component I had to understand was the nice guy spectrum, right? If nice guy was in the motherfucking dictionary, fellas, I swear to fucking God, kill me if I'm lying. You would see a picture of me. I was the epitome of the nice guy. I was doing everything. I was fucking sending paragraphs, calling on the night, standing on the phone all night. Anything a chick wanted me to do, I would do it. Anything. I was a nice guy. I was the epitome of it. I had saw all these fucking shows and thought, damn, this is how I treat a chick. I was listening to my aunts and my mom and thought, damn, this is how you treat a chick. No! Right? Stop, right? There's a thin line between being a good guy and a nice guy. It's okay to be a good guy. It's not okay to be a nice guy. I'm gonna break down the line, so pay fucking attention. The first thing that most nice guys do is put women over their purpose. I'm gonna keep on saying it. You will lose money chasing these chicks, but you will not lose a chick chasing this motherfucking bag. When I was a young man, I thought I had to balance a chick with my purpose. Boy, was I a dweeb. Ain't no fucking balance, it's integration. Baby, my name is Cry. Nice to meet you. You look wonderful and so do I. This is my life. I am the leader. You want to ride in this passenger seat on the road to success? You're more than welcome. Sit right here and buckle your fucking seatbelt because we're going to get there. I don't know how long it's going to take, but we're going to get there. If she can't integrate with that, she has to go. Right? Period. I was getting in the car with hoes and letting them drive. I was sitting in the passenger seat. Boy, was I a dweeb. Right? That's never going to work. It's in the Bible. God, man, women, kids. I have to drive. So me knowing that I am the leader, I have to protect, provide, and lead by example and lead vocally as well. Knowing that I have to drive the motherfucking vehicle to success. There is no balance. Baby, you can integrate or you cannot. There's plenty of women out here. I had a scarcity mindset. Now I have an abundance mindset. Now I know, wow, I'm really him. I'm that guy. I put in the work to make myself this man. There's plenty of chicks out here that will appreciate that. If you can appreciate it, baby, as great as you look, there's plenty that look better or just as good. Period. There's plenty of women that will integrate in my life. If you can't, deuce. I don't give a fuck. Right? But I didn't understand it as a nice guy. I had a scarcity mindset. I thought, damn, this chick's so bad. Or damn, this chick sucked my dick so good. She fucked me so good. Or she make me feel so good. Or she comes from a good family. Or she dresses so nice. Or she's so feminine. Holy fuck. I thought every chick was the one. If that was the one, why the fuck am I not with him now? Huh? Are you fucking listening? Y'all motherfuckers got a scarcity mindset. You think your chick the one, I can assure you. Brother, how many, there's fucking, for every one man, I believe there's 2 to 3 women. Holy shit, brother. You're telling me out of those odds, you can't find the one for you? There is no one. There's women better than others, but there is no one. All these chicks, brother, sometimes, and I said this in one of my videos, people will tell you, oh, grass is not greener on the other side. Holy shit, sometimes it is. Sometimes it is. Every chick that I meet, fellas, ironically enough, is better than the last. Ironically enough. So, me being a nice guy, I thought that this was the best chick for me, and it wasn't. So I was doing everything in my power to make sure that it worked. But doing that and putting that woman first over my purpose and over just me as a man was keeping me stagnant, 1, and 2, she had no respect for me. Right? Women don't want a nice guy. Women are attracted to strength. It is your rough edges as a man and the masculinity that attracts you to a woman. They want everything. They don't want everything to be perfect. They want a fucking roller coaster. Up and down, up and down. Too perfect is boring. Too toxic is detrimental. You must be a mixture of both. Luckily, I mastered it. And you can too. But what I'm trying to tell you is you want to lean towards more, not being a nice guy, being a dick. You want to be about 60% dick, 40% good guy. Maybe even 70-30. Right? But I wasn't that. When I was a 99% dweeb, I was 100% nice guy, 0% good guy. Period. And it got me nowhere. The second mistake I made in terms of being a nice guy was over-validating, right? Brother, too much circulation makes the price go down. My favorite ice cream is Reese's peanut butter ice cream. I love that shit. But I can assure you right now, if I ate that shit every fucking day, I would get tired of it. Brother, come here. Come here. It's the same thing with these chicks. You telling her, baby, you look beautiful every day. Giving her roses every fucking day. Texting her good morning every fucking day. Calling her every fucking night. Doing the same fucking sex position every fucking day. Boring. Too much circulation makes the price go down. You're giving her too much. Slow down. Right? As a man, it's very important to have mystery. Don't give her too much. Don't give her too little. Give her a little bit so she can even miss you and crave more. In every realm in intersectional dynamics, I wasn't doing that. I thought I just had to keep giving because I knew deep down inside, fellas, I didn't have nothing to offer as a man. So I thought, damn, I just got to be super nice, have a great personality, make her laugh, and maybe she'll like me and stay with me. Boy, was I a dweeb! Stop over-validating these chicks. Again, let me be very careful. There's nothing wrong, especially if that's your girl, telling her like, yeah, baby, I like what you got on. I like what you're doing, X, Y, and Z. But do not overdo it. Nice guys do that. We don't want to be nice guys. We want to be good guys. Pay attention. Next is being too accessible, right? Anytime shorty call, I'm answering. Anytime shorty need me, I'm there. Anytime shorty text, I text right away. Slow down. Purpose first. If I completed all my tasks and my daily objectives for the day and I got time for you, shorty, of course I'll come over and bend your back. Of course I'll give you a call back for a few minutes before I go to bed. Of course I'll text you back and we have a nice little conversation about how your day was. But I must first complete my daily objectives as a man because I'm putting my purpose first, right? When I was a nice guy, I was readily available. I knew I had shit to get done. I knew I had to wake up early in the morning. I knew I had to do deep work. I knew I had to read. I knew I had to go to the gym. But I was still putting these women first, standing on the phone all night, going to see them, buying them food, all type of shit, knowing I really didn't have it. Let's talk about the financial aspect for a little bit. I'm in my fucking bag right now and we're 10 minutes in. Holy fuck, right? Spending money on dates that I really didn't have. I'll pull up to the motherfucking date thinking I got the bread. I don't have the bread. I'm looking at the menu before I get there to make sure that I don't spend a certain amount. So no matter what she spend, we're still good. And I don't have to fucking do dishes or they take me to jail because I can't afford the fucking check. Are you listening? But this was all because I was putting them first, right? I was too accessible, right? Baby, I can't see you every night, but I can assure you when I do see you, we're going to have the time of our fucking life, right? That's very important as well. You can't not see her, and then when you do see her, it's fucking boring as fuck. Then, brother, you're a dweeb, right? Every time I see a chick, brother, I put my all into everything. How I do anything is how I do everything. If I see a chick, rather we just fucking or we going on a date, I'm gonna make sure that I go nuts in every way, right? Because I know she might not see me again. That is how you build that mystery. That is how you build that suspense. That is how you get her attached. But Nice Guy Carl wasn't doing that, right? I was a dweeb. I was readily available every other day. She knew, oh, if I call this nigga, he gonna answer. It's not exciting, right? Women are like this. One of the last mistakes that I make, and I never spoke about this before, is I would be very, very loyal in the talking stage. I would even take it to the point, a female asked me if I'm talking to other chicks. Even if I was, I would lie and say I wasn't, because for some odd reason, I was a dumb fuck. And I thought, damn, if I tell this chick that I have other women that I'm dating or other women that I'm texting, she's not gonna like me. Holy fuck, was I a dweeb? One thing you must understand about women is that initial friction sometimes is good, right? You don't want everything to be so smooth and straightforward with the chick. You want some initial friction. That excites her. Subconsciously. She doesn't even fucking know it, right? One thing you must understand. Two, women move in packs, right? If you are desired by other women, she's going to think ding, ding, ding. Other women like him. Why? Why do other women like him? I want to find out. Ding, 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 right? Two, she like, damn, if this nigga don't got no hoes, he's not that nigga. Women are big on social proof. Whether she sees or doesn't see that other women want you, that is going to ignite, okay, this is a man of value. Other chicks want him. Let me tighten my shit up and get it together. Does that make sense? The second aspect I had to understand was hypergamy, right? Cry. What is hypergamy? That means that women will always choose the best option. Don't blame them for it, accept it, because it's been like this for quite a long time. When we were in the fucking 15 BCs, right? And we were cavemen. Women were looking for the strongest man that could kill other motherfuckers to protect her and her future kids. Yeah, we're not killing other motherfuckers now, but it's the same thing, right? Women want the strongest man that can protect, provide, and lead. When you're not that, guess what, bud? She might leave. And even if she doesn't, she's curious, which is even worse, right? So accept that. Okay, Cry, I accept it, but how can I beat it? That is why I'm here. That is why I make the videos I make. That is why I tell you to check every single C as a man. When you improve yourself as a man, you can defeat hypergamy. Because when she's with you and you're checking every single C, you have high character, you have charisma, you have a relationship with God, you look good, you have the clout, you have the cash, and you're in shape. She's like, holy shit. I'm with one of those ones. Let me tighten my shit up because the probability of me finding another nigga like this is very, very low. Are you listening? That is how you defeat hypergamy. It all comes back to us. Again, women are a mirror. However shorty is treating me is a reflection of me. That means I need to improve myself as a man in all areas so I can decrease the probability that she plays me, right? Why would she play me if I'm one of them ones? It's not gonna happen, but you have to check every box, period. It all starts with you. I can assure you. Another thing that you must keep in mind in regards to hypergamy is social media has made it ultra hyper competitive, right? These women think they got options just because a nigga like their pick. At any given moment, Drake can wake up and DM your girl. At any given moment, Chris Brown can wake up and like your girl's story. At any given moment, Michael B. Jordan can comment on one of your girl's pics. The access is there. So keep that in mind. Brother, yes, your girl might not be cheating, but I can assure you when she's bored and you're not there, why would she not entertain that? Why would she not get goosebumps about that? Why would she not get excited that an attractive guy is giving her attention and validation on a social media app, right? One thing you gotta understand about women, these women live for social media. They think social media is real life. They think these likes and comments is fucking marriage and rings. I can assure you, right? So that makes it ultra competitive as a man. That's why it's important as a man to build your digital profile. But that's a different video for a different day, right? But you must keep that in mind that at all times, brother, we niggas, we know how the shit go. Niggas is sharks, bro. Niggas is sharks. Bro, I met a chick in college. She was with this nigga for 4 years. She meet me. I wasn't even 1% cry yet. I'm still not 1% cry to my standards. But I wasn't the cry that I am now back then. And she still was with her nigga for 4 years. Met me in college. And after fucking a month, I was beating her duties in and she broke up with him. Why? Because I was just better than her nigga in every realm. I was fucking her better. I looked better. I knew how to talk to her. I had a little status because I was hooping. She was just like, holy fuck. Fresh out of high school, we was freshmen. She ain't used to a nigga like this. I'm showing her something new. Baby, this ain't what you're used to. Welcome. Take a fucking seat. She left her guy and didn't think twice. That is hypergamy. I've been on both sides of it. I just told y'all I had a bitch leave me for the verified nigga. I've also had that chick leave her nigga for me. I've seen both sides of the coin. More of the story, I'm going to continue to improve myself to decrease the probability that a chick leaves me and practices hypergamy. I hope this makes sense, bud. The next thing I had to understand in regards to female nature and female psychology is conditional versus unconditional, right? I'm gonna keep on fucking saying it and hammering it through the fucking head. The only unconditional love that you will receive is from your mother. Otherwise, it's all about what you provide. Everything is conditional. Everything is transactional, right? I give you this money, you give me this phone. I record this video, you watch it and tell me if it's good or not. Everything is transactional with these chicks. But as a young man, especially if you were raised in a single parent household like I was from the ages of 0 to 9, you think, damn, my mother treats me like this. This is how women are supposed to treat me. And you expect that from chicks. Holy fuck! It doesn't work like that, brother. The moment that you stop providing something to her, and it doesn't have to be financially, it could be mentally, emotionally, physically. The moment you stop doing that, she is gone, brother. She's in the relationship because she's getting something out of it. Let's keep it a buck. Fellas, you think if I didn't look like this with my motherfucking shirt off and I didn't know how to speak to women and I didn't have the status and the money and I didn't have the relationship with God and know how to dress and smell good and my teeth was white and my beard was popping and when I got my hair cut, I'm top 2 and I'm not 2. You think if I didn't have those things, women would want me? You think if I was a fat, broke fuck, women would want me? No! They're getting something out of it. And it could just be they get the bragging rights like, damn, my man fine. Damn, my man can take me here. Damn, I got this kind of man, right? That's how I be with these marriages. These girls don't want to get married because they want to be wives. They want to get married for the fucking wedding. These women don't want to be moms. They just want to have baby showers. It's all about social proof. The same way we competitive, I would argue women are more competitive, right? Every day, women get on Instagram to compete and shit on other chicks. Like men, we get on Instagram just to I don't fucking know, promote our business or just show our life. From an objective standpoint, women are not like that. Pay attention to what these women post, bro. Everything that they post is to compete with other girls and show other girls I want a higher trajectory to you. And what I'm trying to tell you is that the number one component of being on a higher trajectory than another chick is to have a man that she cannot get. Are you listening? So the moment that you stop taking her on dates, the moment that you fall off financially, the moment that you get a little comfortable having sex all day and you stop going to the gym and eating correctly, the moment you stop reading those books to tighten up your knowledge, she will lose interest, right? Everything is transactional. Everything is conditional. Don't hate them for it. Accept it. And another thing to keep in mind, if I had a daughter, I would tell her the same thing. Baby girl, if this nigga's not helping you move the needle forward and can protect you and provide for you, leave! So I don't hate them for it. I actually really understand it, quite frankly, right? But at the same time, I use it to my advantage, right? Every chick that I was with that didn't work out, I can assure you, she left with value. I turned her up in every round, right? So even if she do leave, even if it don't work out, she like, holy fuck, I can't find a nigga that was doing X. I can't find a nigga that was doing Y. Are you listening? Everything is conditional. That's why I tell you guys, man, when you get in a relationship with these chicks, or you start dating these chicks, you have to turn it up a notch in every single realm. Because the moment you get comfortable is the moment that everything goes left. That is a mistake that a lot of men make. They meet these chicks and they stop going to the gym. They stop eating correctly. They stop hanging out with the guys. They lose that competitive drive and they fall off. I refuse to let it be me. If I meet a chick, if a lovely young lady walks in my life and she wants to be a part of this journey and she wants to rise in the passenger seat, I can assure you I'm turning everything up a notch. I refuse to make the mistakes that I made in the past. Getting comfortable got me left. Right? Getting comfortable put me in the darkest times of my life. Right? Getting comfortable made me feel like I wasn't good enough. Right? I don't want the same thing to happen to you. You fucking feel what I'm saying, nigga? Listen. One last thing in regards to conditional versus unconditional. When love is conditional, you feel like you could tell this person everything. For those that don't know what unconditional and conditional love is, unconditional means, brother, I could be a fucking serial killer. My mother's still gonna love me. She's still gonna do everything for me and be there for me. I become a serial killer. If I become a serial killer with this chick, she's gonna leave and call the police. That is the difference, right? So one thing you must understand, brother, stop opening up to these chicks. Please, right? Women mean no harm at first, right? They wanna be there for you. They wanna be caring. They wanna be nurturing. But I can tell you, 99% of the time, keep that shit in. in, tell it to God or tell it to homies. Otherwise, keep it to your fucking self. Because one thing you must understand is women are attracted to strength. When I didn't understand female psychology, I was opening up to these chicks and they were using it against me. They might not use it against me initially, but they will use it against me later on. Or even worse, when we break up, they will shit on me to the internet or shit on me to their friends in the group chat. Don't let it be you, brother. These chicks don't care. They're attracted to strength. You're the leader. You're the provider. She wants to be there for you, but then she realizes like, holy fuck, I'm the lady. He's supposed to be there for me. How the fuck he gonna be there for me? Is every fucking day he complaining about some shit. Keep that shit to your fucking self and take it to the chin. We are men. That's a sad reality, brother. Nobody cares about what the fuck you're going through. You're only as valuable as what you can provide to the marketplace. That's about it. Everything else doesn't matter. Your feelings don't matter. Your emotions don't matter. What can you do for me? Period. That's life as a man. Whether you're a dad, whether you're a husband, whether you're an employee, or whether you're a business owner, you are only as valuable to what you give into the marketplace. Everything is transactional and conditional. Accept it and move the fuck on. That's just what it is. Last thing that I had to understand in regards to female nature is that there is no good girl, right? There is no fucking good girl. Let me take that back. Way tucked in the fucking middle of nowhere in Arkansas, there may be a good girl out there, okay? Whip-de-doo. I'm speaking to majority of women. Majority of these chicks, fellas, are not good girls, right? They're not! Every chick that you think is oh so innocent, once upon a time was getting her back bent. I've seen both sides of the coin. I've been the guy that women said, hold on, we're waiting 90 days. And I've been the woman that said, holy fuck, come fuck me right now on this first date. I want you. I've been both, right? There is no good girl, brother, right? Every time you meet a chick, I can show you, even if she's not fucking other guys, she has other options. Every woman has orbiters, brother. Crowd, what are orbiters? Orbiters are backup guys. Guys that have been trying to get her, but she's been rejecting them because they're really not to the upper echelon of what she wants and her standards for a man. But women love attention and validation. So every once in a while, she'll throw the bait out there and respond back to a message, like a pic, to show him like, baby, I like your validation. Can you keep on giving it to me? That is an orbiter. There are plenty of those every time you meet a chick. Never meet a chick and think you are the only guy. You are not the only guy. It's ultra competitive out here. Men are sharks. I can assure you, right? Her DM is flooded. You're not the only guy, brother. Stop thinking you were the only guy. This is a mistake I made as a nice guy. I meet chicks that think they was oh so innocent, putting them on this pedestal, and that's why I was so accessible. That's why I was giving them validation. That's why I was putting them on purpose, because I thought, oh, this chick is oh so perfect. Holy fuck. There's no such thing. There's not. Just like we're not perfect, they're not perfect. Don't put them on a pedestal. Look at them eye level, brother. Right? There is no good girl. Get it out your fucking head. I'll give you an example. I met a chick, man. She was a virgin, right? Virgin. Great chick. Right? Church girl, right? She meet me, fellas. First of all, she drove 2 hours to see me when I was in school. Second, as soon as she get there, bro, we drink a little bit of wine, bro. She wanted me to take her virginity. I had so much respect for this girl and her family. I didn't even do it, fellas. This was my like sophomore year of college. I didn't even do it. I was like, yo, I can't do this, bro. Like, baby, because I knew what came with it. I knew she was going to be attached. I didn't want all of that baggage. But all I'm trying to say, the moral of the fucking story is this chick was a virgin. She was a good girl. But for me, she was going, right? So some of y'all think y'all got good girls. Brother, I can assure you, every chick is single for the right guy. Hypergamy, do not forget it. But don't hate them for it. Just understand it, brother. Just take it to the chin. That's all I'm saying. That is the first thing I had to do to make sure that I got my lick back. Understand female psychology. The second thing that I had to do, which is probably the most important, is make a name for myself. Right? Money and status are not the same, but they can be depending on what field that you're in. One thing you must understand about women, fellas, is women want to be with the guy that other women want to be with and other men want to be like, right? And the two components of the foundation of being the man that other men want to be like and other women want to be with are money and status. And the only way to acquire money and status is to make a fucking name for yourself. I had to realize that. I didn't know how I was going to do it, but I knew it was going to happen. I never told this story, fellas. A lot of y'all ask me like, yo, Carl, what made you start a YouTube channel? I didn't realize this till probably a week ago. Fellas, what ignited me starting a YouTube channel was an argument with my ex-girlfriend. I got into an argument with my ex-girlfriend and I thought the relationship was about to be over. And I was like, yo, I got to make a name for myself. I got to do something. Holy shit, am I thankful for that fucking argument. It changed my life. I wasn't even thinking about picking up this motherfucking camera. I always knew in the back of my mind, even in the prior heartbreaks, I always knew like, One day, like, I'm gonna be somebody. I thought it was music for a certain amount of time. I thought it was gonna be fucking e-commerce. I thought it was gonna be real estate. I didn't know what it was gonna be, but I knew at some point I was gonna be a household name. People were gonna know who I was, and I was gonna maximize my income. I didn't wanna be ultra famous, but I knew at some point given time, I didn't know what vehicle it was. I was gonna make a motherfucking name for myself and make these bitches regret doing me how they fucking did me. And that is what you must do as a man. This is the number one component. Pay close attention. And this is why to me, motivation doesn't mean shit. Because every guy feels like that right after the breakup. Every guy feels like that right after the heartbreak. Oh, I'm about to boss up. Oh, I'm about to level up. Oh, I'm about to make a name for myself. But they don't understand what comes with it. I did, and I'm about to explain it. Pay attention. First thing I had to do was sacrifice, right? And the first thing I sacrificed was dating. Right? Motherfuckers think the best way to get over somebody is to get under somebody else. Holy shit, are you a dweeb? Brother, if that shit doesn't work out, you're still not gonna be healed from the previous relationship. Are you listening? A lot of motherfuckers, they say they're gonna make a name for themselves. They say they're gonna level up right after they get their heart broke, but then they go and jump into another relationship with another chick or start dating another chick and take their mind off the shit. I didn't! I fucking sat with that motherfucking pain. Every fucking day I didn't date. I sacrificed because I knew that time that I could be putting into dating, I could be putting it into myself, putting it in my craft, putting it to making a name for myself and becoming the man that I wanted to be, to make sure that when she looked on my motherfucking page, she knew she lost the best thing that ever happened to her. She knew I was one of them ones. She knew she shouldn't have slept on me, baby. I'm him. But the only way for me to do that, I knew I had to sacrifice and not date for a specific phase of my life. I'm going to keep on saying it. I've made the most progress as a man in every fucking realm when I was single as a man. Period. When I was by myself in the trenches, lonely, wanted to date, horny, whatever the case may be, wanted to be around a chick, I didn't fucking do it. I kept the fucking discipline and I put all of that fucking energy into my motherfucking craft, and that's how I made a name for myself. That's why every single one of these hoes gonna come back, and even if they haven't came back yet, I can assure you when I pull up in that Lamborghini Urus, making $100K a month and my mom does not have to clock in the Summa, they're gonna text me like, "Kai, I'm so fucking proud of you." Of course you are! You fueled it! You fueled all of it! Of course! But I'm not gonna be mad. I'm gonna kill them with kindness. I don't hate them for it. I thank them for it. Baby, thank you. You fueled the greatest comeback of my life. You fueled me retiring my mother. You fueled me making $100K a month. You fueled me becoming one of them ones. I don't hate you at all, baby. I feel like I should pay you, actually. Thank you! I had to put all of that time into coming in front of this motherfucking whiteboard, giving my all, fighting my brain when I was scripting out vids, editing shorts when my fucking eyes were about to pop out my fucking socket, plotting what the fuck 1% Academy was gonna be. I spent all of that time by myself, not dating. I made the sacrifice. Can you? Huh? If you don't, it will never be her loss. In fact, it will be her win, because she got the fuck away from a 99% dweeb. Next thing I had to sacrifice was friends, right? Fellas, I've lost so many friends on this journey. So many friends, man. I was the friend talking to motherfuckers every day. Fellas, I probably got less friends that I can count on one fucking hand outside of my brothers in 1% Academy, right? And I used to need 4 hands to count my friends, right? I don't talk to them motherfuckers, and it's not that I hate them. I just realized that something has to give. I can't call you every night. I can't text you every night. I can't come kick it with you every fucking weekend. I can't show up to your fucking baby shower. I can't show up to your fucking birthday dinner. Now it's not the time. I have to make a name for myself. Motherfuckers slept on me. Motherfuckers didn't believe in me. They thought I wouldn't fucking do it, so I have to prove them wrong. I am on my revenge tour right now. I must become the man I want to be. Period. I must do it. And when you want to do that, not when you want to, when you're doing that, you must make sacrifices, right? I'm lonely as can be, fellas, right? I get on lives and I'm very outgoing and charismatic with y'all. I get on calls with my brothers and it's all good vibes, X, Y, and Z if they're on top of their objectives. But I can assure you, when it's just me and this motherfucker, I'm working on my craft. I didn't go to sleep till fucking 1 last night editing the reel that you guys are seeing on Instagram right now. I had to get it done because I have an event this weekend and I knew I had to do this video during the day, and during the nighttime I was gonna have to do the event, so I didn't have any time to edit the reel at night. I could have been with a chick last night. I could have been with my friends last night, but I made the sacrifice. I did it. And that's how the fuck I made a name for myself. Are you fucking listening to me? Do you hear me? I'm sorry. I know you're my dog, but I'm not drinking with you, because when I drink, not only do I fuck up that day, but I fuck up the next as well because I'm hungover. That's 2 days a fucking week. You equate that's 8 days a month. You times that by fucking 12, that's 96 days a year. Do you know what the fuck I can do with 96 days dedicated to my craft, to becoming the man I want to be, and making sure that they spin the block and realize, holy shit, I lost the best thing that happened to me? Do you know what I can do with 96 fucking days? Do you? So that's why I don't drink. That's why I had to say, yo, you my homie, you my dog, but right now is not the time. I love you to fucking death. If you need me, I'm here. But you must understand I'm on a mission right now, and this shit is bigger than fucking me. Motherfuckers shitted on me. They didn't believe I could do it. I need you to understand that. I need you to understand I'm locked in right now. I need you to understand that I'm not gonna text back right away. I'm not gonna call you back right away. I'm not gonna be able to attend every event. I'm really locked in this fucking mode right now. Can you accept that? Can you support me? If not, too fucking bad. You have to be selfish. The next thing I had to sacrifice was entertainment, right? A huge one for me, fellas, you guys know, is sports. I'm a huge sports guy. I love LeBron James. I love the Lakers. I love watching basketball. I grew up playing basketball, right? But I had to understand, why the fuck am I gonna watch LeBron James for 2 hours when he's already perfected his craft? He's already made a name for himself. How the fuck can I make mine? I can't make mine watch LeBron dance for 2 hours a fucking day, right? Because that's 10 hours a fucking week. That's 40 hours a fucking month. We only have 168 hours in a fucking week. We already have to eat, sleep, drink, commute to work, go to work, and find time to work on purpose to go to the gym. There's no time for inner fucking tainment when you're trying to make the greatest comeback of your life and you're trying to get revenge and get success. There's no time for it, so I had to cut it off. If I can do it, you can do it too, right? I had to realize to get what most don't have, I must do what most won't do. Most niggas want to watch LeBron James. I don't even know who's winning the fucking finals right now. I don't fucking know. I don't. Unless I Google it right now, I don't know. You asked me that a year ago, I knew. I knew the fucking box scores. I knew I had to make the sacrifices to become the man that I wanted to be. And this was one of the hardest ones for me. The last and final sacrifice, holy shit, this might be the hardest and most painful one. Mental clarity, right? While most men seek comfort and peace after that motherfucking breakup, I seeked pain and chaos because I understood that's where the growth fucking happens. Do you know how many fucking days where I had to get through that 0 to 32 degrees, balancing my 9 to 5, the gym, and my fucking purpose, and I had to get through it to make a fucking name for myself? I never would have thought this soon I would never have to work a 9 to 5 again. But the only reason I'm able to do that is because I was able to sacrifice my mental fucking sanity. Fellas, it's nights, even still today, I drive myself nuts. I gotta record a video, edit shorts, 8 back-to-back calls with my brothers, work on shit from a fulfillment standpoint, still hit the gym, all in a day, and it's mentally exhausting, right? Because I don't just show up to this fucking whiteboard and talk like this. I don't just get on calls with my brothers and talk like this. I don't just make weak-ass reels. Everything I do is 110% intensity. And what I'm trying to tell you, brother, is it takes a fucking toll. When I'm in the fucking deep work sessions, scripting out these motherfucking vids or up here on this fucking whiteboard, and I get halfway through and I get fatigued, I tell myself, nah, nigga, lock the fuck back in. When I gotta call my brother and I'm tired as fuck from the day previous, I say, nigga, I have to make failure impossible for my brothers. I can't give in. Even before 1% Academy, when I was working a 9 to 5 and I was working 10-hour days for that fuck-ass company that let me go, and I still had to figure out to provide value with a whiteboard video and hit the gym. You know how fucking tough that is? That is the hardest thing as a man. That is the hardest thing as a man. When you're working your 9 to 5 and you're in that 4th level of sacrifice, and it's 9 to 5, purpose, gym. When you're in that motherfucking tier, you don't know when the fuck you gonna get out of it. That is the most mentally exhausting thing you can go through as a man. Because all you wanna do is quit your 9 to 5 and work on your purpose. I did it! Most motherfuckers can't! Do you fucking hear me? I did it! Why? Because I made the fucking sacrifices from dating, friends, entertainment, and mental fucking clarity. I didn't have no fucking mental clarity. I was depressed most days. I was distressed most days. But that's the fucking sacrifice I had to make a fucking name for myself, to make these motherfuckers feel me. Sometimes you gotta make motherfuckers feel you. I did it! And I'm gonna continue to do it. I'm never letting my foot off the motherfucking gas. I'm gonna treat every fucking day like the rent is due and this bitch just broke my fucking heart. I don't give a fuck, because when I'm in that mode, I'm in it. And I don't wanna have to get in that mode ever. I want to stay in it. Forever! I will! I swear to God! I had to understand that every exceptional man, every 1% man, every man that made his name for himself had to balance their 9 to 5, their purpose in the gym at one point in time. I'm not special. They went through it, so did I. A lot of y'all motherfuckers think you're special. You're not. I can assure you, every problem that you've had, somebody else had and they still made it way, or they had it worse and they still got through. So why the fuck are you making excuses? Your standards don't give a fuck about your feelings and your emotions as a man. Grow some nuts and get it done. And that's what I did. And being relentless and obsessed, despite my mental clarity and the other sacrifice I had to make a name for myself, is what's got me to where I am today and where I'm going to be, right? If you ask me, if I fucking rewind back 2 years from now and fucking shake the hand of that cry, 2018 cry, 2019 cry, holy fuck, would he think he's made it, right? But right now, I know I have another fucking level to get to. Yeah, most of these hoes don't sprint the block, but I'm not satisfied. I want more. So I'm gonna continue to elevate and stay in that fucking mode. Do you hear me? I had to look myself in that motherfucking mirror and sign my life away to this shit. Tell myself the majority of my fucking life, I'm gonna be in journey mode. I'm gonna be in the grind. I committed to the fucking work. And that is why all of these chicks have spent the block. That is why it will forever be her loss. That is why I am him. Do you fucking hear me? That is why I will check every single metric. Baby, you left me and shit went up. You didn't stop shit. In fact, when you departed, everything increased. Baby, I'm up now. I just went viral. I got 10K subs. I got 13K followers. My business is doing very well. I look tremendous. You didn't stop shit. You inspired it. That has to be the mindset, but it cannot be the mindset unless you make the sacrifices to make a fucking name for yourself. I did it. I bleed, shit, and pee just like you, so you can make the sacrifices. You can! You just have to make the choice. The last component in regards to her loss is looks max, right? One thing you have to understand about women are visual creatures, right? So I can make a name for myself, but if I didn't get this physique and glow up from a looks maxing standpoint, it wouldn't have the same effect. I will put the DM on the screen. Right? It's from a chick I used to talk to. She slid up like, when did this happen? Baby, when you fucking left, I was in the fucking gym, straight pain, no no headphones. It's thinking about all that shit that you fucking did. And when I'm pushing that fucking weight with every rep, every superset, every time break, it equated to this. That's when it happened. I'm gonna keep on saying it. Looks aren't everything, but they do matter. They matter so much. They're the first barrier of entry. I said in my last video, we've been told our whole life not to judge a book by its cover, but that is exactly what everyone does, especially women. Right? So when she leaves a relationship or you leave the relationship and it didn't work out and she go back and check that page and the physique is popping a little more, the beard is popping a little more, the teeth is a little bit more white, right? You dressing a little different. Holy shit. She gonna get that feeling in her fucking stomach. Like, fuck! This nigga got better! I had to do that and I'm gonna explain how. You fucking guessed it. Fitness, right? And nutrition. Okay? Right? Take out your fucking pen and pencil. I'm about to give you the best looks maxing advice you can fucking get in 5 minutes or less. Listen, 5-day split, focusing on 1 to 2 muscles at a time. I did an arm day, a quad day, a hamstring day, a back and shoulders day, and a chest day. 5-day split. Every day I train abs. I time my breaks, no more than 2 minutes between each superset. And I superset everything. What is a superset? When you do 2 exercises back to back, and that would equivalent to 1 set. I'll give you an example. If it was chest day, I would do 10 reps of bench press, and I would do 20 push-ups. That would be 1 set. I did that for every exercise. Cry, how do you do that for every exercise? Figure it out! Or click the link in the bio and join 1% Academy, and I'll give it to you. To make failure impossible. But I digress. Right? I also progressively overload. So that means maybe 1 set, I start at a lower weight with higher reps. The next set, I do a higher rate with lower reps and keep progressively going from there. The last thing I did was hit the sauna every day after my workout. Now, in regards to nutrition, I track my calories. I used my fitness pal and tracked my calories to make sure that I was eating the correct amount of food to hit the objectives that I wanted to obtain. Whether you're trying to gain weight, you're gonna go on a calorie surplus. If you're trying to lose weight, you're going on a calorie deficit. One thing that I also did was only drink water. Beverages are 25 to 30% of the calories we consume. If you only drink water, you're getting rid of all the bullshit and maximizing the whole foods that you should be consuming. Whole foods, whole foods, whole foods. Cry, what are whole foods? When you eat it, look at it, what I find this on the farm. If you wouldn't, that's not a whole food. Processed foods are like McDonald's, Wendy's, anything that is processed and made in a fucking factory. Stay the fuck away from it. It's very, very simple. The next thing I did that I haven't talked about in quite some time is I prioritized natural supplements. I was drinking my protein shake right after my workout. Doesn't matter which protein shake you get. Just make sure it's at least 40 calories and drink it right after your workout. Doesn't matter if you drink it with almond milk and you want to be a dweeb because you want it to taste better. I drink it with water because I don't give a fuck about that shit. I'm eating for fuel, not for taste. Drink it with water right after your fucking workout. I also took creatine halfway through my workout. Why? Creatine gives you more strength. I don't need strength in the beginning of my workout because I'm fresh, and I don't need it at the end because my workout is done. I need it right in the middle when my body starts getting fatigued so I can maintain my strength, and that way if I maintain the strength, I can lift to a higher intensity, and if I lift to a higher intensity, that is how I get more gains. So I was drinking creatine halfway through my workout. I did this for 6 to 9 months. Why fucking lie? Next was grooming, right? I spoke about this before, but I'll say it again. I had to find my motherfucking phenotype. My phenotype was Tyler Lepley. I saw that we had similar facial features. He had similar eyes, similar eyebrows, similar skin complexion. I saw that women admired him. So I said, okay, let me copy it. All a phenotype is a celebrity or public figure that other women admire that has similar features than you. I saw what he was doing, not only from a facial standpoint, but from a but from a wardrobe standpoint, and I copied it. Boom! That is why I have the beard. That is why I have this cut. That is why I look the way I do, because I found my phenotype, right? That is something that I help my brothers with in 1% Academy. I'll put the images on the screen. My brother Jonathan, this is before he joined 1% Academy. This is after. His phenotype was a famous actor named Keith Powers. I found his phenotype. We were able to maximize his appearance with just simple things like getting a skincare routine, taking care of your teeth, getting a certain haircut, and prioritizing a skin routine. That's about it. That's all you need to do, right? Skin, teeth, haircut twice a month, cut nails, get some nice cologne, and you're good to fucking go. Also, you must maximize your wardrobe, but don't think you have to break the bank to match your wardrobe, buddy. You can look like a celebrity without spending money like one. How, Cry? Go look at these stores. Zara, H&M, Boohoo Man, Men's Fashion Nova, even Amazon if you know what you're doing, right? And if you get shit and it's too fucking baggy, go to the dry cleaners and say you want your shit tailored. Say you want it to fit tighter, and they would do it. It's only $10 to $15. That's what I did. So every time I put on dress clothes, my shit fits snug. Why? Because I got it tailored, right? Next component is jewelry. Jewelry is a major component. This right here, this necklace. What's going on, brother?
My brother, how you doing?
I'm blessed, bro. I'm blessed.
Good, bro. I'm excited to see you. Where should we go train, bro? Let's get a workout in when I get there.
Absolute recomp, definitely, bro.
Are you near where the addresses that we sent?
I don't, since I'm added late, I don't have the addresses yet. I was actually gonna text you.
I'll send it to you again, and then let me know, and then yeah, let's just go to Absolute Recomp like tonight when I touch down, because I'm feeling to get a workout. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I've been so locked in the past like 2 days, I haven't gotten a pump. I'm about to go crazy. Bet, bro. Let's do it. So you want to get a workout before the dinner? Yeah.
Okay, bet.
Yeah. It's kind of like, because I'm gonna touch down at probably like 3:30 your time. Maybe get a meal, and then go straight to the gym. You know, I told the guys to come around 7, but people will just chill at the house, whatever. Just a couple of us, you know, because I'm not trying to train with just. I'm trying to like actually get a real workout, and half of these guys probably can't actually work out. You know what I mean?
I got you, dog.
So yeah, we can go in there, we can lock in, get a good session, and then come back and go to dinner.
Bet.
I'll send you the addresses, and then just let me know if it's close to that gym.
Okay, I got you.
And I'm picking up a Brabus truck when I get there, so we can make some content and shit.
Hell yeah, bro. Bet it. Say no more, bro.
Bet. All right, I'll see you soon, bro.
Yes, sir. All right.
Peace.
That was John Mark Stevenson. Stay tuned for the vlog. It's coming. Holy shit, I forgot where I was at. Where was I? This jewelry that you're seeing, Cernucci, I recommend getting. It's a very, 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 very good jewelry store, right? You don't have to spend that much, $40 to $50 per piece, right? You get that, you're good to go. So again, when I've maximized my physical appearance, when I've maximized my grooming and found my phenotype, and I put that shit on and then I post on Instagram, she's like, holy fuck, I fumbled! That is the standard, right? But we're not gonna shit on her, we're gonna kill her with kindness, right? This is the exact step-by-step process I did to make sure that it is her loss. I'm gonna keep on saying it. We don't hate these chicks, we love these chicks. But these chicks have made me into a motherfucking monster. And I'm gonna continue to stay in this fucking mode as if she just broke my heart. Because I understand that mode that I'm in keeps me the man that I'm gonna be. Are you fucking listening? That's the video for the fucking day. Lock in!